On any expedition into the deep forest of British Columbia, you must have the right people, of sound mind and character. They must be willing to put their egos aside, be extremely patient and vigilant. They must expect the unexpected, understand the technology, and definitely, above and beyond everything else, take themselves and what they're doing seriously, but not too seriously.
It's a 5 o'clock world when the whistle blows. No one owns a piece of my time, and there's a long-haired girl.
We are back on location in the Fraser Valley, on our way to Harrison Hot Springs for a night shoot. Another investigation in our search for the Sasquatch. We spent many nights sitting silently and very patiently, and we came to know patience is definitely the virtue you need. Many people know Harrison Hot Springs as a place for Bigfoot encounters. What do the locals think? Well, they think it's a great tourist magnet and excellent for commerce. But there are a select few that look at it entirely differently. They look at it as a genuine mystery right in their midst. The actual hot springs is controlled by Harrison Hotel, where they built a structure for a fee. You can enjoy that luxury. They also pipe it into the hotel, into a hot springs room. For most people that study Sasquatch, the name John Green, they think Harrison. However, there's a lesser-known individual whose name is Werner, an Austrian-Canadian artist extraordinaire and explorer, and he, for one, thinks that Bigfoot is quite possibly real. As a long-time resident, he knows better than to swim in the man-made lake at Harrison Beach, which we refer to as Itchy Lake. Dropping from the sky, two filmmakers, about to make a beach landing among the unsuspecting tourists below. As the men descend from the sky, Werner at one time had proposed building a Sasquatch statue on the bluffs high above the town of Harrison. It was a most excellent idea, but ultimately rejected by the council of the day. We're going to have a profile on Werner coming up next episode of Monster of the Woods, and his controversial statue depicting the Bigfoot, which raised more than a few eyebrows locally. The purpose of the jump was to look for Bigfoot evidence on the big mountain behind Harrison. Well, it's not that big really, about 1,200 feet. But people have been talking about Bigfoot being up there for a very long time. So we looked and found nothing. But what of Bigfoot habitat? Where does the creature reside? Or does he? Does he bed down in the daytime and travel at night, or vice versa? Does he possibly live in a cave? There are many undiscovered caves in British Columbia, and some suggest Bigfoot is like a caveman, drawing a human connection. Others propose Bigfoot has no human connection whatsoever.
It has never had any pressure to survive on its mental abilities. It lives very much the life of a bear. This is the exact opposite of the story of the evolution of humans. The fact that both species have ended up walking upright is the only reason why we relate them to humans more than we do other creatures.
Russian Media Group ID, February the 6th, 1999, taping of Out There in the Sasquatch segment at Harrison Lake.
So, that was John Green. He certainly has plenty to say on the matter of Sasquatch. And ask yourself, when you look, is there something out there unexplained?
April 2011. There was a Sasquatch conference held at the Harrison Hotel where they did a lot of chin-wagging, commiserating, and took the time to honor local resident John Green, author of Apes Among Us. Perhaps some of them even decided to go out into the forest. After all, Sasquatch Park is real close by. And speaking of going into the forest, let's go. We are 20 miles northeast of Harrison Lake, where we were told by a native elder, this is a Bigfoot trackway, and we're here to look for any signs of the elusive Sasquatch. Many moons ago, this area was logged off. The forest is thin, a lot of second growth. You can see a great distance through the tree line. And looking for tracks? Well, that's impossible. February is pushing towards springtime and the snow is melting. Still, it's a fantastic area, this territory behind Sasquatch Park. Exactly what are we looking for? Well, animal spoor. It could be a hair sample on a tree. It could be scat or anything unusual. So when you're walking through here, you walk carefully, slowly, and pay attention. And also pay attention not to get lost. That's very easy, even for an experienced woods person. We pack handheld GPSs and, as a backup, a handheld compass. Nearly every creature on the planet has been photographed at least once. The Sasquatch? Well, some say it's been photographed many times, but that's up to great debate whether those photographs are actually real. Here, we would love to find a Bigfoot.
The price of doing video work becomes costly. It becomes dangerous. And it's pretty damn dangerous. So you gotta walk real careful. And you gotta test everything before you take hold of it. Otherwise, the consequences can be extremely severe. Nice fungus, eh? Okay. Oh, over here. Bounce act, baby. See, what I'm doing is actually following a deer. And in doing that, I'm able to get out of here a little quicker than by using the so-called human instincts. Here we are. Well, I didn't see any Sasquatch. But who the hell knows up here? It's very pristine.
There are many animals in British Columbia most people will never see as a result of their reclusive nature. And as for Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch, the most elusive and evasive creature on the planet Earth, they have a very strong following. Researchers and investigators, both armchair and professional, are trying to prove this creature exists. At what cost? Some claims are outrageous and extraordinary, to say the least. For us, we hope it's out there. Is it possible? We'll see. Thanks for watching Monster of the Woods, and hopefully we'll see you right back here next time. Take care.